Today I want to talk to you about company culture, and this is especially apt as in July this year we were awarded the #1 SME cultural leader in the UK. Well, to say it was a bit of a surprise that we won this would be an understatement. I think that we went in for this just to get a benchmark of who we were, how we were doing. And I thought that today I may share some of those stories and a bit of background with you on how we've changed our culture and what it's taken. So initially we believed that culture came from buying little gifts, perks and doing little bits and pieces for the staff. We thought it would naturally or organically grow. So we had the pension schemes, we had the staff bonuses, we had the pool table, or the ping pong table as some people want to do, we had flexible working, we had staff massages, we introduced healthy eating at work, we had nights out, events like the Jenga days and dressing up days, fruit bars and teas and coffees galore. We thought this would really nail our culture and get everyone together. And of course, these elements do play their part, but they only start really scraping the surface. It's when you add these to another number of elements is when it comes together. So I thought I'd take you back to when I first realised what happened to us and where culture was more than just a ping pong table or a fruit bar. So it started for me looking back probably at around the end of 2013, start of 2014. We were doing really well, we had some great clients, we had been doing some great business, turnover was up, team morale was good. But at the end of the year, we just didn't seem to grow, we just didn't seem to kick on. And there seemed to be a little bit of a strange atmosphere. So we kind of tried new things, more freebies, more perks, but things just didn't gel together. The following year, there was a bigger push. We moved to new offices, 4 times the size. We tried to grow from 16 to 30 people, and that's a huge change. We thought that that would build our momentum, we would drive forward. However, that year we plateaued again. Yes, we had same great profit, great turnover, the business was fine, but our attitude and our vision didn't seem to be fulfilled. There was a disconnect, and I think that that's where we realised that we had done something wrong, or we needed to change. Subsequently, I've learned that there is a saying for this, and it's called hitting the ceiling. It's where a business has a vision for growth and a plan for growth. However, it's not fully backed, supported, and there's no milestones or no real backbone to get everyone aligned to that vision. And so everybody knows with laser focus where they're going to. I was very lucky and fortunate at the time that I was recruiting, and our new financial director, who is now our managing director, came on board and brought with him a couple of new tools. One which was a new operating system for the business. The system is called EOS, or the Entrepreneurial Operating System, and it is built around a clear vision, a clear set of values and clear laser focus on your goals. But we didn't have these. We didn't have these things in place, so we had to do a bit of soul searching to try and find them. Back then, we did have a goal for the year, maybe a turnover, a revenue target, maybe we had some client targets to hit, but nothing in the scale of what we needed to do. We had no vision, we had no values, and everybody was just going about their own business in maybe slightly disparate states. What we had to do then was work out our values and our mission. We had to work out our uniques. What were the things that were truly unique about our business? We needed to work out our needs, our wants, and of course, ultimately, our why. Why were we here? Why were we doing what we did? Why do we get out of bed every day? Why do we walk into the office? And having been in branding and marketing for such a long time, I've seen when I met a client and we talk about their uniques or their values, and they all seem to fall into a trap. It's all about we're the most trustworthy, the most honest, the most valued. Well, these aren't real uniques for the business. And I think we need to look internally at ourselves and work out what we truly are. Our team had the same. We came up with, we're the best designers, the best creatives, we're the best strategic people in the world. There are brilliant people in this business, but it's not unique. So we needed to find that. And we needed to find a reason for business, the reason why we're here. And that took a while. We debated it, we argued over it, we had a lot of kind of heated debate about what was true and what made us unique. And alongside a huge amount of other work, huge amounts of information, we've narrowed it down, and I'll share with you the two elements that really brought it to myself. The first is our essence or our ultimate goal. And alongside that, our values. A set of statements, a set of values that define our purpose and our primary objective, or really who we are and why we do these things. So our ultimate essence is joy. For us, it's about creating something beautiful, making something better. It's about inspiring joy in the people we meet, the clients we have, the colleagues we are. No, it's about bringing joy in everything we do. And without joy, we might as well lock up and go home. And alongside joy, we have a set of values that we adhere to. They are always real, give it your all, embrace change, lead the way, be commercially savvy, and of course, bring joy. Now, don't get me wrong, that didn't change overnight. No, it wasn't, here's the list, let's go and do it. It took a huge effort by the leadership team and by every single member of the team. We had to change our language. We had to use these language tools in everything we did. And that came down from office posters, in the toilet posters, in the way we talk to each other, the way we set up meetings. These values and the essence were used everywhere. We wrote newsletters, we did events, we did agendas for meetings. All our one-to-ones, all our catch-ups, and all our reviews are based around these values and this essence. Every decision we make in the business is based around the vision, and the actions we take are based around the values. So basically, everything we do hinges around these, including looking after our team. We analysed them, we hired new people aligned with these values, we elevated people aligned with these values, and sometimes, fortunately, when things weren't going right, we let people go associated with these values. We saw the weaknesses or the strengths in them. Now, when we're reviewing these, we found that we could easily define where the weaknesses were with people. We could hone and tune where we needed to scale up or train or educate people. And it made life very much, so much clearer for us. We had vision, we had a set of values to adhere to tick off. We know that culture in a business is not made by one person. It's not made by me, it's not made by the leadership team, it's made by all. Everyone bought in, everyone understanding that essence. And we spent 3 years trying to deliver these values. And one of my key roles as CEO is to bring culture and measure culture and enhance culture. We do this in a number of different ways, but one key thing is we measure it on a regular basis. In fact, we measure it weekly. It's one of only 7 key elements that we measure every week to see the state of the business. It's that important to us. I've seen us discuss it for 90 minutes on a Monday. Why did we get a 4? Why did we get a 10? Can we help? Who is it? What do we do to help that? It's about looking at that value and seeing if we raise our game, if we're at the best of the best and their culture is there, then everything else we believe will flow on from that. And I have a little analogy which our team laugh at. I have 2 roles in Lewis. The first is CEO and the second is I'm the bus driver. Well, I am lucky enough to be the owner and the driver of the Joy Bus, the Lewis Joy Bus. And myself and the leadership team, well, we make sure that that Joy Bus is ready to go on our destination. The tyres are pumped up, the seats are comfy, the seat belts all work, there's fuel in the tank, the windscreen's clean, everything's ready for our journey ahead. And that journey is our big, hairy, audacious goal. That 10-year plan, that 10-year goal, it's set in the sat-nav. It's a way off in the distance. Our next thing is to get the right people on that bus and put the right people in the right seats. And of course, these people need to adhere to our values. They have to be always real. We want people who will give it their all. We want them to embrace change. We want them to lead the way and be commercially savvy on that journey. And of course, ultimately, we want them to bring joy so the Joy Bus is vibrant and a happy place. It's only then do we ask them, the team, how do we want to go? Which route will we go on? And ultimately, how do we get to that destination? Which road do we take? Which stops do we make? And if those stops are on our 1 or 10 or 1 or 3 in a 10-year plan, then great. And as every business, sometimes, maybe one person isn't in the right seat or they don't want to be on their bus. Well, that's fine. We can stop that bus. And we say thank you for all the effort they put in. And we wish them well and help them on their journey, on their route to success. But everyone in that bus must bring joy. It's why we're here. It's our essence. It's everything to us. So going back to winning this #1 SME Culture Award, when we put our proposal in, we were just looking for a benchmark. But the judges said we had adhered in all different levels. They said that we were head and shoulders above some other companies in certain aspects. And I wanted to know what resonated with them. They said to me that it was all joined up. We had a strong vision. We had a plan in place which was made by the team and not just by one person. We were super transparent. We share everything. We let everyone know the facts, the figures, the finances of the business. We don't hide things away. Everyone is fully accountable for their actions and they have responsibilities. We don't make their decisions, they do. But above all, the essence of joy that was in everyone was bought into it. And the values and the essence work well together. So, in my view, does culture help build a business? Well, it's a definite yes. It brings people together. For me, culture is the glue that holds everyone in the team as one. It brings us together. It makes us laser focused on the same goals and our targets. It builds trust, openness, transparency. I think it brings everyone into our why. And all together, all these elements basically set the foundation for a successful business. And yes, there's got to be good and bad times along the road, but our foundation is on a bed of quality attributes. It's not just shaky and we don't just turn it off. So, what's my takeaways from today? Well, find your why. And it's more than money, it's more than profit, as we've seen. It's more than fancy offices, cars and ping pong tables. It's about finding your essence and your values that make you the company you want to be. And I would recommend that you build everything around these. The goals, the people, the attitude. And I think if you do this, you'll be wealthier and in a better place. You'll be happier and more laser focused. So basically all you've got to do is go and find your joy.